cards all the time. You gotta find buyers for that.
Oh yeah, it's not always easy. I got fucking crushed on my lamellas.
Oh, you did?
Oh man, we gotta remember everything was Gucci.
Guess what? It's game day, baby! It's game day! Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the.
Let's go, my friends. Clyde Edwards Hilaire. Kaboom, baby! Kaboom! John Elway, 1 of 3. Kaboomer. Let's go!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Tua. Woo! Tua, 16 of 25 on the Tua. Justin Herbert, let's get it. 9 of 49. We're popping off Herbies in the fifth box, baby. Justin Herbert to 49.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to Game Day Card Breaks. It's your boy Mark here. We are doing another case break of Bowman's Best 2020. It's been a while since we did a full case break. We've done a lot of halfers here and there and a lot of mixers, but we're diving back into a full case of Bowman's Best. We're hunting those Dominguez, we're hunting Torkelson, Adley Rushman, all the big dogs. So let's get to it. Got Mint Card Co. in the booth right now, hanging out. They do all of our grading here in the shop. So if you guys are local or you fly in, make sure you bring your cards that you want to get graded. If you want to have Tony come take a look, you can always meet at the shop, and you know, he'll inspect them, give you a quote, let you know if it's worth your time or not. With the whole with PSA opening up the $200 service, it's starting to make a little bit more sense. Still pretty pricey, but you know, hopefully it gives everybody a little bit more opportunity to make some cash. So what Tony, you were just talking about, you were just talking a little bit about what PSA might open up a higher level service, like, or a higher level grading. It's like something like comparable to a BGS 10.
Right.
What's
So there's some speculation that they're gonna unveil a new product, which is gonna essentially ascend the PSA 10.
like? Is this supposed to be like a different label, or are they gonna call it like?
I'm not sure yet. It might be like 10 Pristine or something like that. It'll essentially be like their version of a black label. Something to differentiate, because obviously, I don't know if you saw that whole the golden auction where they pulled that Jordan down. There was a PSA 10.
Yeah, they said it was like this shouldn't have been a 10.
It had a lot of things that were visible in the back that weren't. That was the old PSA standard. So to combat that, they're gonna bring something new to the table, which I think is cool.
Hey, if it even instead of gem mint, if it says pristine, maybe that's all it is.
That's probably what it's gonna be.
That's what there's. That's
could
what
be
people are
it.
speculating right now. So
Mike Trout refractor. Yeah, even if it's just that, something a little different.
well,
Lizardo.
need to put some pressure on Beckett, man. Someone needs to come out and buy Beckett so we can get a real competitor.
Do you guys think the A-Rod buying Panini is legit?
That's a real deal situation.
Do you think that's happening?
Yeah, but it's not for the reasons we think.
Yeah.
Right. They're probably looking at the P&L sheets on Panini and how much money they've made. And to be honest with you, when you get that
Bought it
big,
at 250.
a lot of people just want to get out and sell, reap the benefits. That company, you got to think the heritage of that company, starting as a small market company overseas in Europe, primarily soccer was their primary product and stickers. And then getting into cars and then being able to have enough capital to buy some of the biggest brands in the U.S. market and have licensing rights to all the top teams.
Right.
I mean, A-Rod's a big money mover, so he's like, you know what? Cars are big now. Let's go ahead and gobble it up. If they bring advancements and some organization, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted the extent of the deal. I mean, I guess you got to think like there's gonna be so much money involved in that deal. It's I mean, because essentially, like Panini's printing money, so it's like, how do you even put a dollar amount on that?
Well, it's a form of currency. You look at the cars as currency now.
Right.
So you essentially create your own reserve. As long as you continue to print, you can make more. Well, people are going to continue to consume.
Right. That's true.
They're not going to stop.
Yeah.
Especially right now. I think in general, the card space is probably going to be. We've got like at least 4 or 5 years of this kind of. Well, with the introduction of NFTs and the companies kind of adopting it, I don't think the physical card is going to go anywhere, but I think you're going to see a lot of like Topps and Panini take a more aggressive role at the NFT market.
Yeah.
We saw what happened with the Top Shot, and it fell off. Obviously,
Where's Top Shot at right now? Because I was never in it. I never followed it.
a lot of people got crushed. One, because you just couldn't take them. You couldn't take profits out. They had it to where you really couldn't take profits out. And then I think there was a lot of hype, definitely in there. I think the biggest thing is how they come back after all of that.
Right.
And then with crypto, with Bitcoin going down, all the news from China banning it, which they do pretty much every couple of years, they ban it anyways. They'll be back. It's just like big business can't own Bitcoin, not like me and you. Right. So people kind of misinterpret the media and then go into a frenzy. But I think as soon as the crypto market comes back stable, NFTs, you got Gary Vee just dropped his own NFT line called the V Friends or something like that. You start seeing that, pretty Stevie Aoki's going to do it. You're going to have all these. I even heard that Dame Dash is going to drop one for Rockefeller. You know, like just music artists in general are going to be doing this stuff. So I think you'll see a lot more of that. Shoot, you might even see athletes dropping their own NFTs, their own personal ones.
It's funny. I was getting my hair cut like this is probably like right before the shop opened, and somebody literally asked me like, the guy knows that like I have a sports card shop and everything. He goes like, "What do you know about NFTs?" I'm like, I know a little bit here and there. Explain it. He's like, "Well, I know a musician. He wants to buy like NFT. He wants to create his own NFTs." I'm like,
that's the thing that's happening.
So, okay, how does that even like? How do you like you create as a musician? Like you create your own like backstage NFTs and stuff like that. Like
you just pair it with whatever particular platform you want to use.
Sell portions of your like. There was that whole thing like Eminem sold an NFT and the dude like took the beat and like made a new song out of like what he purchased from Eminem.
There's a way, you know what it is?
There we go. First box magic, baby. Little Jason Dominguez bass. Well, actually, it's a refractor auto.
Nice.
There we go. This is not a bad box. We got Max Meyer to 108,
And the
top
man,
pitching prospect for Miami, and then also Jason Dominguez,
the Martian.
the Martian. Mr. Strikeout right now, but he's got a little bit of work to do. Dominguez, baby. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see where it goes.
That guy right there. We'll see if he lives up to the hype.
Yeah, this dude's 18.
Look at Judge.
I mean, I'll give the man credit. Like Dominguez hasn't played any. Like he just got put in A ball, and he was playing in the futures game. Like he hadn't even played any organized baseball yet outside of like extended spring training, and they just throw him in the futures game against all these like legit pitchers.
Right. You know what I think it was? I think it's just like publicity because like the Yankees aren't doing well. They want to give their fan base something to look forward to. So that was sort of a gamble. He didn't really.
Yeah.
He didn't really do.
They said he hit the ball like 180 miles an hour off the bat or something like that. That was the one thing that they were hanging their hat on with him.
I mean, that's when you're just trying to like find anything, the silver lining and everything. Oh, he went 0 for 3, but he did hit a ball 180.
It's not all that bad.
Like, no, it was pretty bad. But it is Dominguez. He's a Yankee. When he comes up, I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm sure people sell that stuff when it comes.
Yeah.
I actually hit a couple nice Dominguez autos when he in his Bowman first, and in some retail stuff, but sold all that stuff.
Man, like Dominguez, by the time like he makes his debut, his cards are gonna be flipped and sold so many times. Like everyone's gonna be like, "Yeah, I remember 3 years ago I had Dominguez." Everybody's gonna say that they had a big Dominguez at one point.
He's like barely gonna be like 21.
Yeah.
Is it superfractor been pulled yet?
I don't know.
Someone probably has it just sitting on it. Somebody sitting on a superfractor. I saw Lewis Hamilton's superfractor auto got pulled yesterday or day before.
Yeah.
That's a big money card. Someone just hit the lottery. Could be another monster in there.
Keep it going. Nico Horner to 99. The way this product works, like cases are really, really good or they're really bad. Like you get one good box out of 8 or they're all good.
So Topps doesn't do cases; they just do core.
With this, I think the negative. I can't remember. These might be, you get one per case. These negative die cuts, because they also come like this.
Oh, okay.
So I think you get one. I can't remember the odds. They're definitely short printed, the negatives. Kyle Lewis, this guy is
He was MVP last
disappointment.
year. Right? He was rookie of the year last year.
Rookie of the year last year, but he got hurt. He's
Luis Roberts should have
out for the
been
year.
the rookie of the year.
Nolan Arenado, Nick Gonzalez. This guy's a stud. Pirates. Pittsburgh. Who's got him? Pirates. Greg Garofalo.
I gotta get in more baseball breaks.
It's cheap, man.
Been slacking on it.
It's cheap. I mean, what the most expensive team in this was the Yankees. They're $275. I mean, they're big dogs, but
That's chasing Dominguez.
you know, like the Tigers, $250 between the Tigers and the Yankees. Every other team outside of that, it's affordable. Like the Astros are actually probably a really good value because this guy, Yordan Alvarez, is going up.
Yeah, we chased a lot of his stuff in Topps paper last year.
I mean, in a case,
All that cheating scandal kind of suffocated his progress as a player.
well, he had knee problems too. Like he had some knee issues, but he's raking right now. So Robert Hassel, Padres. He's a guy that can go hit 2 or 3 bombs in a game. He's got a lot of star power, and he hits for good average.
I think it's over with now though with the whole. Everybody's kind of just forgotten a bit.
The whole cheating stuff.
Yeah, they haven't forgotten, but it's just not like a topic of discussion anymore.
Shit, I mean, whether or not the Tom Brady Deflategate stuff was a thing or not, like
I think so.
people forget. Like they move on.
The ball pressure was lower, so that way you have better grip. I'd see that.
But they said like everybody does that.
everybody does that. Just when a guy wins that much,
Right.
you tend to hate
They
on
actually like
anything.
looked into it this
Well,
time.
yeah.
Right?
Like
Exactly.
normally things that would be equalizers for both teams are actually an advantage for a guy that plays that good.
We got Dominguez,
Oh, and a redemption.
a redemption, Shun Yamaguchi,
Japanese.
Toronto.
Blue Jays.
Yeah, there's his card right behind it. There you go.
Oh wow. I never been
It's literally right behind it. Nice job, Tops. It's like, just in case you don't know who this guy is, here's picture reference. Yeah, here's it. Dominguez, Yamaguchi redemption.
I mean, I guess anything Dominguez right now is you can get in cheap.
Yeah. Jordan again.
Wander stuff is
It's coming down.
we'll see how he looks. He looks like a standard player.
Dude, I think Wander's going to be great, but people just want it right now.
They want 2 or 3 bombs a
He
game.
was on an 8 or 9 game hitting streak after, like, he went 0 for 3 or 0 for 4 3 games. He went 0 for 10 over 3 games. He still got walked. He still got on base. His OBS didn't go down. It
That
went
sounds
up.
like Roberts last year. He had like a dry spell.
Well, he struck out all the time.
yeah.
So Jason Dominguez, there's that negative. So I guess they're not case hits, but they're still short printed. Dominguez negative. But like people just want they want the bombs. They want, come up and hit 6 home runs in 10 days and shit like that. It's not realistic. But as long as he's drawing walks, he's not striking out. That's a good sign. Nick Lofton, I think he's our first round pick for the Royals. Ryan Spriggs.
I was reading like a lot of people. Some people don't like Bowman. They
Chipper.
just like baseball collectors are odd because they don't like busy cards. Is that a thing? Like they don't like cards that are busy. I'm like, what do you mean? Like Bowman's best kind of has a busy design
it's like
format.
going
Yeah.
back.
But a lot of people like Finest, and Finest is busy too.
Yeah.
I
So
feel like it's changing, right? They're so used to like the old.
yeah, just the old school collector likes it pretty basic. They like it retro look and feel. I mean, that's why a lot of people like Heritage, and Top Series 1 and 2. Some doesn't.
Wait, is Wander gonna be in Top Series update?
I don't know.
That's gonna send that product into a frenzy if they plug him in there. When's the checklist
It'll
come?
be a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. That would be awesome if he does. If he gets an update,
I'll buy some.
He should.
that would be
I
massive.
mean,
I would think so. That means he's gonna have some big autos in there.
The people were complaining about Top Series 2. It didn't have anything. So, and a lot of guys have been called up. Bruhan with Wander, both for the Rays. There's been some other guys have been called up.
Rays still number 1, or the Sox?
I haven't looked. I'm not sure.
Let's see. Let's see who's winning.
I can tell you it's not the Orioles, my team. It doesn't matter. That's one team I don't need to check.
What, Rushman? Adley Rushman?
Yeah, he'll be up next year. They don't need to bring him up this year, which kind of sucks for the card industry, but so his rookie will probably be 2 years from now.
Oh, they've dropped quite a bit. San Fran is number 1 right now. They're 2 games ahead of Dodgers, 3 against Chicago, man.
White Sox?
The White Sox
They're going to
are-
get Robert and Jimenez back.
Jimenez is back, yo.
Vlad.
Padres are kind of floating around 6 games behind, but
Those
they're
are shit.
still good.
Another Dominguez. It's like 3 Dominguez refractors. 2 or 3.
The worst team in baseball is the Diamondbacks, and then your Orioles.
Reed Detmers, number 1 pitching prospect for the Angels to 150.
You saw the Angels took 20 pitchers.
20 pitchers.
That
They're
was
like, let's put the fork in the road. We know our pitching has been awful.
Everyone knows it's
Let's
it's no secret.
show everyone we're making an effort at least The pitching is just always bad.
I think it was like only 2 or 3 teams in the history of the draft that ever do that. And so, I mean, it makes sense with Ohtani and with Trout in that lineup they have. Like, all right, we need bullpen. We need some bullpen guys. We can't win games.
No.
And they're not going to be able to pay nobody, so they're going to have to homegrown somebody or have assets to trade for somebody.
It's like the thing is, by the time those guys, like 2 or 3 years from now, I mean, it's Trout. I mean, I guess they got Trout and Ohtani forever at this point.
Yeah.
But
I think they're just trade assets. Find a good guy that's showing well and then leverage him in some type of trade to be able to get somebody better.
yeah, Brett Batty Mets.
They don't really have the money to do it. Small
Yeah.
market team, Anaheim.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Otani's. I don't know. If he could stay healthy for a couple years and do that, then I'll start being like, okay. It's hard for
The
me.
pitching is just the problem. Can he maintain the pitching? He's shown games where he can't get out of the first inning several times. But we'll see. We'll see if they continue to want to do that.
I think Vlad's gonna take the home run crown this year.
Vlad's gonna at the end of the year he's gonna be close to the Triple Crown.
Right.
And you're gonna have debate. People are gonna start debating like, what if Ohtani slows down for a month? Like, say he comes out and his swing's effed up from the home run derby, like, and all of a sudden Vlad takes over the home run lead, and Vlad wins the Triple Crown. Can you really give the MVP to Ohtani still?
I don't think so.
No, probably not.
No, with the Triple Crown you can't. Lindor to 50.
I should have never sold my damn. I just keep
What?
thinking. I'd have glad to 150, man. Blue BGS 10.
Ooh,
Big auto.
shit.
I sold it for like,
Nice.
I got rid of it for like 1,400 last year. When everybody would say Vlad is flat, he's not gonna go anywhere. He's
Done.
fat. He's not his dad. And they got into my head, and I got rid of it. And now that card is a nice Toyota Camry.
I'll probably keep that Wander unless someone like blows me away with an offer. I'll probably keep that for 3 years and just say like,
Yeah, set it away. Because eventually he'll have a hot streak. Well, you'll have a nice exit strategy on it.
oh yeah, Ohtani refractor.
Just like all the
Robert
people
Carlson.
that spent all that money on Trout, and then his like tops paper his went down, his crashed, and then came back up. There's so many of them though. What's not a lot of is those Bowman autos.
It's true.
Getting a hold of one of those it's not easy. I know a guy that literally all he collected was Trout, and he had when I tell you he had 2 out of 5 Ohtani on card autos, the Reds. This was last year when Ohtani was like everyone had given up. Like, this dude's not gonna do. He's never gonna be anything. I can imagine his face right now.
Dude, some
He's probably ear to
Ohtani
ear,
cards were cheap.
like dirt cheap, dude.
Dirt cheap. Torkelson.
But that dude's never gonna sell anything. He's just gonna hold it.
Whatever. Lubob rookie. Oh, double Lubob rookies. That's the thing. Like, that's why these products are so good. Like, we forget it has Luis Robert rookie cards. Like, this product's going to go up. Like, right now it seems high at $330 a box,
It's not.
but it's really not. Like, all these. What happens when Torkelson is big? Like, and some of these other, like, whenever like Bowman's Best 2021 comes out, I think it's December. Best thing you can do is just buy as much as you can of it and just let it sit. It's like you can't go wrong. Oh, Kelnick, Atomic. Plus the cards look nice.
What are those numbered to?
The autoed Atomics are usually 25, but some of these inserts they're not numbered. But I don't know what they're short printed to. Another Yankee, Everson Piera.
Okay. Oh, another Yankee prospect.
Yeah. Tatis.
I think they're getting rid
Couple
of.
Tatis.
I think they're gonna get rid of Judge.
They're gonna do something soon.
That dude says he's hurt so much. For a guy built like
I think they get rid of Stanton first, though.
that was a dumb contract. But they got all the money in the world.
It's true.
I mean, literally, they have all the money in the world.
It's unlimited.
That year they had Chapman as their closer. They paid him. I forgot what. It was the most ridiculous contract they ever had him. The pitching lineup was filthy. Not to mention you had to look at their offense and you just like, oh, it's gonna be a long way. Especially if you had a guy starting doesn't really have a great, hasn't had great nights.
It's like for some reason the Yankees, man, like whatever pitching like studs they go get, like they'll go fill up their starting five, like their rotation with like they'll have one guy at the prospect, they'll have two guys that have been there for a couple of years that are solid, and then they'll go sign like the two top pitchers in baseball, and for whatever reason, like all of them don't perform well, like. And then it just rinse and repeat. Like the two guys that they signed, they end up being okay, and then they have to get rid of the old contracts, and then they just do the same thing over again. It's like they're never in their prime.
Pay
like,
to win.
Who?
They try to pay to win.
Oh yeah, pay to win. Yeah, and it doesn't work. You'd think it would work one of these times, though. Like on paper, like they look legit, but they never can stay healthy, like ever.
I was listening to a sportscast talking about guys when they get paid big money, how they fall off because of not only the prime example, the Mets pitcher, what was his name? Like Harvey.
Oh, Matt Harvey.
Yeah, they call him. That dude got all that money, just didn't live up to the expectations. Couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah.
And then got all that money, and it's like it just balloons their heads. I feel like the guys that play for like the sub teams just have a feeling like, oh, I got to go out here and prove my worth. You can stand. You got all that money. They're playing for a team where we all knew was never going to win.
Well, it's a sport that's all mental too. Like you know, like that's the differentiator. If you're average or like great, like if there's something up there that's like you're like a closer. Like they're not doing anything different, but like
Games
they're all of a sudden their head's different. Shit. It's all, it doesn't matter. Like, they're jacked up. They can't be a closer anymore.
Nope.
Something about the pressure. New Bob again. Tyler Soderstrom. We pulled both A's autos.
So the top autos in this is obviously Dominguez, really.
Torkelson, Rutschman. There's no Wander autos, but that's why the Rays are cheap, but you get the refractors and stuff. Gavin Lux rookies, Luis Robert, Alvarez, Bo Bichette rookies.
And you got some nice veteran autos in there.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's Tatis autos in here.
And this one as a vet, I can't remember. I feel like there are, but they're really hard to hit. There's not a lot of them. Trout's always in Bowman's best. Trout autos and Ohtani autos. Deloach.
Ooh, so Ohtani has live in there. Wow. Dude, that's a quick.
We've hit Ohtani once out of this, I think.
An auto?
Yep.
Wow.
And thinking back, like, Ohtani's in a lot of products. Like, not a lot of them, but he's in, like, he signed, like, he's got some autos out there.
Did you see that the Japanese signed Bowman's best auto that he had?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Jeez.
Some for ridiculous money.
He hadn't sold it, that's the thing, but his ask is ridiculous.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different card then. I'm thinking
might-
there's one in his, like, Japanese. It's like a Topps card, but it's in his Japanese uniform.
I don't
They're
know.
calling it like one of his true rookies.
Yeah, I saw it. It was like a Bowman's best. He had signed it in Japanese. I don't think it was a
Oh, he signed it in Japanese.
yeah,
Gotcha.
that and that guy wanted. I forgot what it was a crazy ass. It wasn't a fractor auto or anything. It was just a base Japanese auto.
Yeah.
But I wonder how many of that product that he did that to. He had to do at least like 5. Because the crazy thing is, a guy that I knew just kind of helped me into the hobby was telling me that he had one like that.
Really?
And I know a guy that has one of those with the Japanese auto. And it's the guy that collects trout. He owns 2 out of 5 auto, red refractor autos, and one of the Bowman best Japanese autos.
Yeah, Jim Palco on here said like Bobby Bradley, the guy for the Indians. I think he's in this product or similar around 2020 products. Like you could have got like the Indians for $10, like just because Bobby Bradley was the only hit. But like his stuff, and you could have sold his autos were going, his refractors, like all of his Bowman firsts were selling for nothing on eBay. But he's come out and hit 10 home runs in his first 35 games, and now his stuff's skyrocketed. He just hit a walk off the other day. Like you just don't know. Like with this product, when it comes out in December, it's the off season. People don't know what to do with it. They put these cards on eBay and they sell for nothing. Like you can get golds to 50 for nothing on eBay like that week because people want to get in the next break.
Right.
Like I got a Zach Veen, Andrew Vaughn, like their autos for like less than $100, numbered to 50, and it's like, man, just like hold on to it. Baseball, like it doesn't benefit you at all to like if you rip a box and then sell the cards like right away. It's not a flip product. It's the whole sport is not a flip sport. That's why, like, I don't know. Maybe it'll never get to like the level of basketball, or even football, because there's just no money in that. Like, but it pays the weight for this stuff if you have the patience. That's why I like baseball. That's why most of my case is baseball because I don't have the time to like be listening to shit. Like, I'd rather have like a small amount of cards and like. Slowly trade up or slowly trade down. I'm fine with that. I don't need to make money off the Terrence Manns of the world. Like, let somebody else do that. That's not my thing.
Oh yeah, this man,
Future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
he fell off a cliff a couple of games.
Yeah.
games.
You had like 2 days to get that figured
It
out.
happened to Tyrese Maxey though. He had that one game he had like 38 or something, and then everybody was like, Maxey.
He's better than Ben Simmons.
But I think next year, they get.
He'll get an opportunity though.
They'll get rid of Ben Simmons. I don't know what they'll get for him.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good.
No.
Maybe last year they could have gotten way
Yeah, I
more.
mean, it's pretty bad. He's in the dirt right now, so.
We passed that dunk up in the playoffs. That made no sense to no one.
Simmons got a lot of haters for sure.
And rightfully so.
Yeah, it's.
Somebody was telling me they wouldn't be surprised if Ben Simmons is out of the league in 2 years.
I don't know. I think he's
He
too good
doesn't
of a
even-
defender to.
They say he just doesn't want it though. They say he doesn't
Yeah,
want
no,
it.
he's not a top guy like that. He's getting paid like one. That's the
Philly
thing.
needs a true point guard because they're running through the center.
Well, as soon as he loses athletic ability, it's going to be rough for him because he doesn't have a shot. So, what are we talking about here? Is he going to be good till he's 30?
Yeah.
And then he's done?
I think he's done already, honestly. He's made more money than most of the guys that come in the league, so
Go play in Australia.
yeah.
He'll make money. It's no matter what he does. Nick Gonzalez, more A's. Sean Murphy. We have
Wow.
all 3 A's autos that are in the product.
Super
in 5 boxes.
Super frac on the way. How many autos per box? I mean per.
4 autos per box.
So that would be 2.
Each mini box has 2.
Okay.
So 4, 4, and 4. We have 12 autos left. So plus 3 in here.
That's pretty loaded.
Fun product, man. So Bowman's Best has always been one of my favorite products. It was great when we were getting it for $160 a box. Not anymore. Not anymore. Trout.
Wait for it.
Nick
Super frac.
York to 50. Did you saw a superfractor in here, or do you think it's on the way?
He's waiting
I
for the
think one-
Dominguez.
I've done through last year's Bowman's Best and this year's Bowman's Best. I've probably done, man, like probably 25 cases. Only pulled 1 superfractor
Wow.
ever. Just 1. Oh, that's nice. It's a nice Jordan Alvarez to 100.
That's sick.
Jordan. Astros.
I don't know anyway. Those and autos. And almost like a printing plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These die cuts. Would never grade well, but still a solid rookie autograph.
That chrome surface is.
Yeah. His atomics are nice. Like, it makes it so you can't see any surface issues, but
They're busy. They're easier to get 10s than that type of stuff.
Yep.
Unless it's
Pearson.
purple cracked ice.
Yeah. And then we go down.
I didn't make any sense.
Shohei, Jeter Downs. That's another guy to buy right now, Jeter Downs. He looked like fast as lightning during the Futures game. Stud. He's the guy they traded Mookie Betts for.
Oh, wow.
Pete Alonso.
Betts still playing good, too.
Yeah.
He was worth every dollar.
Yeah, he's one of those generational talents he's not going anywhere. He's just a Matt, like, with those guys, it's just like, does the payroll match up to, like, still let you build the team around a guy like that? And luckily for the Dodgers, they're like the Yankees, they can work it out.
They got all the money in it.
They just need pitching. And the Dodgers usually have it, but what Kershaw just won the DL. Starts to get a little froggy from there. Ryan Reynolds.
A lot of inconsistency in Kershaw. He cost me a lot of money betting last year.
It's true.
I remember one game, it was, I can't remember who they were playing. Maybe it's San Fran. And he literally looked unstoppable the last 6 games. Something, all right, he's starting to take the first 5 under. He's not letting nothing happen. 5 jacks in the first 3 innings. They put up 9 on him before they pulled him out. I'm like, really? The day I get you, you get crushed. Happens that way.
Bobby Witt. This dude also looks ready to go too. Bobby Witt.
I know someone high on Bobby.
He looks ready. Like, he's got great bat speed. Like, runs out of the box really well. He looks tall out there. Like, he looks ready to go.
He's what, like next year up, probably?
For sure next year. Him and Rushman are kind of, I think.
Might be time to scoop some in preparation for that. The Royals need batting anyway.
Those Bowman firsts, like the Chromes, PSA 10s, shit, just buy as many as you can.
Right.
Like,
They'll triple at least. I was hoping to get scrolled in like, oh, I thought you said 12. Nope, he's not
it's
coming.
gonna happen.
Yeah, it's totally
He's asleep, man.
Yeah. Took some meds.
I don't even know if he really wanted to. I love it though. That's a hobby for you. I feel like a doctor, cause like give people. But sometimes you gotta give people bad news, and then
Sit down, tell them the firstborn's not gonna be able to walk again.
The same thing, right?
Yeah.
That's what you got, man. I don't believe it.
It's not gonna agree.
I'm gonna get a second look. Because people, their cards are like their children. I've had this card since I was 17, packed, full, fresh, never been out of the sleeve, and I get it. And it's fake.
I pulled out a pack. No, you didn't.
You know,
You already told yourself that lie.
I had a funny story. One of my boys, he's so certain of everything. So he buys his card collection from a guy that said he bought everything packed for us. He had a Jordan rookie. He FaceTime. He's like, "What do you think? It's fake." He calls me back again. I'm like, "Dude, it's fake. Look at this." I sent him all the indicators. Fake. So the dude, he said, "No, man. The guy said he bought it from a pack, pulled it fresh. Why would he lie?" He's like, all this stuff. I'm like, "Cause he needs the extra $4 grand out of your pocket." He said, "All right, don't take it then. It's your loss. You guys don't know what you're talking about." Send it in the Beckett. They said it was fake. Oh, they don't know what they're talking about either. Send it in the Beckett again. They said it's fake, and don't send it back anymore because it's fake.
Damn, look at this nasty boy. Jordan Alvarez, gold to 50.
That's a nice
Another Jordan.
Somebody just, how much are the,
$95.
damn.
$95. They got 2 Jordans, all those refractor Jordans. There's a couple cracked ice Jordans too.
Yeah, like
this is a
button
good,
you can press. Cha-ching.
right?
That's money.
This has been a solid case for sure. The other one up there.
I might scoop the Wizards out of there. Maybe the Denny.
Denny.
101 vinyl. Lurking in there. For $100, might as well. What's the worst that could happen?
So I said that's why I think like
All my
I'm
colors-
surprised like a lot of those teams are there. Like even for like I would go with the Sixers. I think you go with Maxey over.
I just don't like point guards money. You know what I mean? It's not like he's the next.
But you like
Allen
Wizards money?
He's a small forward.
Bobby Wood Atomic.
You know what I mean? Like Giannis was a small forward,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Giannis looked way worse than Denny Adija.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close. I mean, obviously, we could have never
Different,
imagined
yeah.
what Giannis would be now, but not saying Denny's gonna be Giannis.
He's definitely more skilled than Giannis. That's
Yeah.
for sure. But
And better shot. I don't know.
Giannis is just Mr. Paint,
yeah,
man.
he's just a beast. He just,
22 of 23 or something in the paint in his last 2 games.
But it was like,
Something wild like that.
who was saying? I was like, why don't you just do what you're good at? Like, stop trying to shoot threes and stuff. Just
Yeah.
dominate them in the paint.
Dominate.
They're gonna have to pack the paint for you or leave your shooters wide open. They don't have to even look how many shots at the end of that game that Holiday got wide open on the corner threes, just
Yeah.
wet because Giannis
yeah,
literally they had to pack the build the wall for him because he's unstoppable. When he dunks, it doesn't even look fair. Spin move.
No.
Just, yeah.
Yeah, see you.
Harden's talking smack like, hey, if I was that tall, like there's no skill in what you're doing. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Giannis didn't even stay hurt like that. He's pretty consistent in health wise for a guy that big to be that nimble.
Yeah.
I can't name another 7-footer that looks like that. It does. Maybe since
No.
Porzingis, a little bit
Like
early
Dirk-
on.
Before
Like
he got
Dirk.
injured, yeah.
Dirk, but that
Turtle
Dirk,
slow.
Dirk
Turtle-
wasn't even.
Yeah,
He was a slow.
yeah.
Like it wasn't even like.
Giannis like
They say
crazy
Luka
athletic.
and Dirk have the same motor speed.
I think
and-
Luka's
Oh, he was a
little quicker.
like. Luka's out there pulling Dirk moves. That like little spin, like little
Yeah.
kick, leg kick,
Or
like
fadeaway, whatever.
that's such a perfect like teacher and student like type situation. Like that was such a good situation for Luka.
Dallas is gonna get a big name this year, a big name. And
Yeah, you
that's
gotta
not-
think they're not gonna want to waste Luka's prime with these misfits
no,
he's got.
Not a guy like that.
Not Porzingis. Like
And
you can't
especially
pair him with
since he's
Porzingis.
like not on that max contract yet, they got to try. it.
Yeah, now's your chance. Nico for the Cubs. Nico Horner, Matt Weebler.
When you look at the West, you know LeBron's on his way out. You look at what's in there; it's anybody's world at that point.
Yeah.
Who said that? I can't remember who I was watching it say. I wouldn't be surprised. Or maybe it was what's the other guy's name that's always on Shannon Sharp though?
No, Skip.
Skip was like, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw him play like Kawhi on Dallas or something.
Wow.
Not the craziest thing in the world at this point.
Well, I mean, at this point, why wouldn't he? You know you could win with him.
This Kawhi, what was the contract Kawhi signed? Did he?
He got off. He has an
He has
option.
an
on the
opt-out?
back end.
Yeah, it's only like 2 years and an option or something like that.
He's leaving, dude. If I'm him, I'm looking all right. I can't win until it's Paul George.
He doesn't look like he's thrilled to be with Paul George out there. Like,
I think he'll go down as one of the greatest of all time, though, because I think Kawhi's going to win at least 2 more championships. And I think he'll do it with
he had a
multiple different
chance this
teams.
year if like he could have been
Yeah,
healthy.
they're healthy.
They would have been right there.
Oh, they would have been in the finals. He's too good. You look at the team they would have faced. They had no answer for that guy when he's on.
No.
Cold-blood killer. I'm a LeBron collector, so I just want LeBron to sit down and just get out of the way now. That way we can get some money back out of you. Just sit down for a bit.
You think he'll make it long enough to play with Bronny?
I don't think so at this point.
What is that,
Yeah,
like 4 years probably?
Yeah.
Bronny's what?
I think he's a sophomore,
Yeah.
right? So
So going into his junior year,
junior.
He's
three
6'5".
years away.
Yeah.
He's 6'5" now. So let's
Minus
assume
the
he
90
gains
minutes.
another 2 inches between now
Yeah,
and
he'll
then.
probably end up being
If he's
6'7".
6'7", 6'8", and he can shoot better than his dad, he doesn't have the same athleticism as his dad, but I mean, they train him.
Well,
very
who
different.
does really? I mean,
Yeah.
it's few guys.
He was
that-
born for the desire for that to win like that. I think those years over. The AA ball and that stuff has kind of killed the league now. These farms of players, mixtapes, it's overhyped. Zion is a product of that.
Yeah, he's actually a beast though.
He is. I mean, but I just remember seeing the high school mixtapes.
Oh my god.
Bobby Bradley.
I mean, he definitely was doing some stuff I hadn't seen
Oh, yeah.
before. I was like, wait a minute. This dude cocked the ball back to his ankles and flying. It sucks that he's overweight now.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
he'll come back this summer and put the
Look what I
work
just
in.
found again. It's non-numbered.
Who is that?
Another
Dominguez,
Jason
wow.
Dominguez auto. The non-refractor.
Who got this? Who has the Yankees?
Yankees. Mike Caverly, local guy.
Wow, he's on his way
Double.
right now.
All right, let me come get him.
I hear his car coming.
Ship him.
Where are those selling for right now?
These are like 300 and something, just the base.
So you got
And you got the
two.
refractor.
And then the
too.
refractor too is probably like 400.
So that's a huge
Solid.
wing.
Yeah, they're big.
And then your super fractor's on the way.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Damn. Sheesh.
That case is loaded.
We're not even done. Not even done yet.
The Ordine.
So I told you, like, they're either really good or like you only get one good box. Garrett Mitchell, best prospect for the Brewers in here.
What's the case of this, Ryan?
330 times 8. What that is?
Not a bad number.
On $3,000.
Yeah, right. 330
Hendrick.
times 8. 2,600.
Pretty good.
Doable.
Good
I mean,
ROI on those.
Shoot, like all these, like there's so many cards in here that sell, like just to start getting some of your money back, like all the Trouts, all the Otanis, all like the Bichette rookies. There's a lot of value. That's why I love this stuff. Another Jordan. Bobby Witt, Cody Bellinger. Oh, that's right. I already pulled the Domingos out. That's why there's a little gap there. Acuna. Hopefully we see him next year.
He'll be back. He shall be back. Baseball looks good though moving forward in the future. Some great stars and good balance.
Yeah. Cade Cavalli, he pitched in the Futures game, Nationals.
Look pretty decent.
Yeah, he looks like a stud. Trout refractor. All right. Last box coming up.
Those top loaders are so expensive, man.
No, that's the only downside for us at this product. We roll through some toppies.
It's killing it. If I get this little flat, I'm trying to work on getting some direct top loaders and from this one company that does black label. I might be able to get a nice production line of it.
We're getting. You didn't hear what we're getting our own. Did you hear about that? Yeah. They're in California right now. We have a whole pallet full of top loaders, branded with Game Day.
Oh wow.
Branded Game Day.
When y'all,
We ordered them a couple months. We ordered them like the week we opened the shop.
yeah, someone was telling me.
Over 2 months ago.
Hopefully they don't get stuck together.
We ordered samples.
Yeah,
We've been using the samples, like without the printing. It was fine.
they were good. I mean,
Same issues as like Ultra Pro, like where you get a couple bad ones that crack or whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Like they all have issues. But yeah, museum collection, BJ, we'll drop some. I think it just delivered while I was breaking. I think we have at least enough to do a half case. I'll do a half case of museum collection once we fill Absolute.
what's the case in that product? Is this veteran autos, Hall of Famers? Like you can anywhere, really, where the guys use
Yeah,
it.
museum collection is good. Bat knobs, bat barrels, you can hit.
Otani's in that one.
Probably. Museum collection's hiring product. For sure. But once people hit the big bat knobs and stuff, like any of the big dogs, like the product ends up going down in value because there's some big time chase cards in it. Tatis. Yeah, museum collection's big.
Yeah, let's check out this checklist.
Christian Yelich auto. Damn, there's our veteran. Usually get one veteran per case. Christian Yelich Brewers.
Not a bad
Two
one.
Brewers autos. The Brewers were like $30.
Not a bad one to get.
No, $45.
Oh yeah, I saw this product last year. They got a Jordan. No, I had a Luis Roberts Museum Collection auto. Let's see who's in here. Is Otani in here? Yep, there he is. Shohei.
Kelnick. Yelich to 250.
He is in there.
Rutschman refractor. Zach Veen gold to 50. There's a gold behind it. Gold. Oh my god, this case is fucking fire.
Who is that?
Gold Adley Rutschman. Orioles number to 50. Holy hell, I did not see that coming. I thought this case was done. 2 Dominguez, 2 Alvarez, and then a gold Adley Rushman. Are you kidding me? Gold Adley Rushman behind a Zach Veen to 50.
Good lord.
Good God. Sheesh. Nutty. Nutty.
There's 2 more autos left.
Yep. Zach Veen to 50. Yeah, the Orioles, Buck 65. No Torkelsons though. That's been a little let down. Tigers. At least Wes has both the Orioles and the Tigers, so we got a little something. Solak to 150. Luis Robert. This is freaking loaded, man. Another Jordan. Casey Schmidt auto for the Giants. A couple autos for the Giants. Roberto. Witt. Jordan again. Holy freaking Jordan. Do we have one more auto? I think we do. It's Boston Red Sox. They're going to be Duran, hopefully. Nope, Michael Chavis.
Michael Chavis.
Red Sox. All right, last couple base. Riley Green. All right, that's it. Let's recap. Insane recap. Sheesh. Dominguez, Erstad, Lofton, Royals, Mookie Betts, Yamaguchi, Redemption, Blue Refractor, I think that's to 150. Another Dominguez, Bo Bichette, Hassel, Jordan, Gonzalez, Lux, Pache, Bichette, Gavin Lux, Rizzo to 150, Jordan, Tim Anderson to 99 White Sox, Votto to 250, Lazardo, Gonzalez, Murphy, Veen, Wander, Logan Webb, Royce Lewis, Herrera, Kerstad, Torkelson, Deloach, Alvarez, Lux, Soderstrom, Robert, Dominguez, Posey, Fiera, Kelnick, Atomic, Lubob, Torkelson, Refractor, Wander, Refractor, Paulson, Otani, Refractor, Carlson, Witt, Lindor to 50, Foscue, Veen, Brett Batty, Metz, Alvarez, Chavis, Schmidt, Nick Solak to 150, Lubob, Alvarez, Yelich to 250, Rushman Refractor, Zach Veen to 50, Dominguez, Yelich, Tatis, Trout, Cavalli, Acuna, Hendrick Refractor, Garrett Mitchell, Reed Detmers to 150, Pache Refractor, Cassie for the Padres, Torkelson Refractor, Mize to 99, Nico Horner Auto, Lubob, Whit Merrifield to 150, Otani, Dubon Auto, Bobby Witt Atomic, Hancock, Witt, Otani refractor, Brian Reynolds auto for Pittsburgh, Cabello for the Yankees, Kerstad again, Nick York to 50. Damn, and then we had freaking monsters on monsters on the back row. 2 Jason Dominguez autos, one's a refractor. If you didn't know the difference, you can see the refractor up top. Not written, nothing right there, just blank. So when you get them, you'll see the difference. We got a Max Meyer to 108, 3 of 108, franchise favorites. Speaking of doubling up, we got 2 Jordans. One's a gold to 50 rookie card, which is massive. And then another Jordan to 100. We also had in the last box Adley Rutschman, 37 of 50 gold autograph, franchise 2020. Nasty. All right, boys, that does it for me. I'll see y'all a little bit later with some absolute. It's a 5-box break. We've also got a Prism mixer with both fast break and hobby. I believe there's like 7 teams left plus a mini. I'll be putting up museum collection, probably a half case break. So if you have any questions about any of that stuff or you need a tag, let me know. And I'll see you boys in a little bit. Peace.